Hello and welcome into this short video explaining how you can attach your experiment images into your lab worksheets. I'm using Lab 2 culturing and aseptic techniques as an example today. As you can see under number 5 in this lab worksheet, you need to attach the images of your plates with microorganisms after 3 days of incubation and indicate the number of different colonies and also describe the colony shapes. Important in here, you have to make sure that your images show your name and date of experiment. Besides, all plates in here have to be labeled accordingly to the experiment requirement. So let's begin. I'm using a free software which comes with my Windows PC. If you have a Mac computer, I'm sure there are also some version of the free imaging software comes with it. There are also several free online imaging editing tools, including GIMP. So as you can see, my image needs to be worked on a little bit before I embed it into my lab worksheet. First of all, I need to rotate that image to the left, and here's my rotate option. So I click on the arrow next to the word rotate, and now we'll be rotating it left 90 degrees. Here we go. After that, I really don't need to do anything else with this image. I just need to save it. And in here, my program gives me several options on the extensions I can save this image with. I prefer PNG extension myself. You can go the same route or choose JPEG or JPG extension. I would advise you to keep away from BMP or GIF extensions. They are way too large. So PNG, and then choose area on the hard drive of your computer. I generally choose desktop because it's easier to find later. Give that image a name and then click Save. For this demonstration, I have chosen two separate images which you will be adding together under number 5 on your lab worksheet. If you manage to fit everything in one image, that's great. Just make sure that you have a label with your name and date of experiment also included into that same image. I'm opening second file which is already saved on my computer. Here we are. As you can see, this image is fairly large and it also needs some work to be done on it. So first of all, we rotate it same way to the left. And now if you have a crop function as part of your image editing software, you can crop the extra empty area around the plates. It happens to be that my program does not have a crop function. So I will just save it the way I see it on the screen. Again, PNG extension. Going to desktop with that. It is done. Now we have those both images on the desktop. Now I'm increasing the size of my lab 2 worksheet, and here's our number 5 where the images needed to be pasted. Now right click on the icon for the first image you will be inserting into your lab worksheet and choose copy. Go to your Microsoft Word document, right click, paste options. It will insert your image into the lab worksheet. You can see the image is huge, so we might need to reduce the size of it a little. So left click in the image. It will show the frame around the image and the options icon on the right side of it. I generally choose through option. You can see this icon with the message popped on it, so I just click on it. And this will allow me to move my image around any way I like. When I'm done with that, I click in one of the corners of the selected image and I start dragging this corner inward so it reduces the size of the image. After that, you can move image any way you like. I would reduce it even further. And again, you can move that image and actually move it up where it's supposed to be, under number 5, right here. You can adjust positioning of all the words following this image, and you can decrease the size of the image even further. Please make sure that your labels are still readable after you decrease the size of that image. Here we go. So I can go all the way up here, still have plenty of space for the second image. Now I'm going back to my desktop, right click on the second image, choose copy, go back to your Microsoft Word document, right click next to the first image, you can see the cursor right next to it, and choose paste. Again, second image is fairly large. Left click in it. You will see this frame showing around it immediately. Point at one of the corners with your mouse. Click and drag the left upper corner inward, thus reducing the size of your image. You can see my second image automatically jumped right next to the first image. So now you have a little bit of empty space. You can return your wording, your next task back all the way up, and this way you can adjust the positioning of the second image, or you can increase the size of the image a little bit. Here we go, and make it more attractive for reading. As you can see, as soon as I changed layout options, the lineup of my images has changed as well. After you're done with pasting of your images and answering all the questions on this lab worksheet, you should save it with PDF extension. This is the only extension which allows you to keep the formatting of this document. So choose Save As, then find the area on the hard drive of your computer where you would like to save it. Again, I generally save it on desktop. Here we go. See this extension DOCX? This means that now this document is in Microsoft Word extension. So you need to change that option into PDF. Go to the second line from the top, and instead of Word document in there, click on the arrow and choose PDF down below. Click on it. Now the extension has changed. Double check that your lab worksheet will be saved as PDF document, and then click Save. Wait for a minute and you will see this new document pops up. You can scroll through the document and see if your images are still in proper place. You will need to paste those same images in some of the lab quizzes and lab tests where they required. When that time comes, you'll need to open your lab worksheet in PDF extension. You can see my handle changes over into a crosshair right here. Click left mouse button and drag that crosshair all the way down across your image. After that, let it go, right click and choose Copy Image. After that, you can go to your lab quiz where this image is required, or your lab test, and paste it over there. So you can have a full credit for the experiments you have conducted as the part of this laboratory. Hopefully it helps. Enjoy the rest of your day.